Here to react is Mark Meadows, former White House Chief of Staff, and Adam Michel, Cato Institute Director of Tax Policy Studies. Adam, now you did that deep dive into what these proposals would actually cost. Now, it was a big spread that you came up with, and it was, I mean, that's like startling. It's from 71 trillion over a decade all the way to 200 trillion. Now, how did you come up with those numbers?
That's right. The DSA platform is long on promises and short on details. So I went and found proposals that were on the high and the low end of things like free health care, free housing, reparations, the Green New Deal, large infrastructure investments, added them all up and came up with a number somewhere between 70 trillion and over $200 trillion over the next 10 years of new spending. That would put the United States at a level of spending that's either comparable to France and Finland on the low end, or 92% of GDP, which no comparable country spends. This is an astronomical program, and even at that low end, the DSA says their agenda means no one will have a bill, but people in France and Finland still get bills, and so I think that low bound estimate is quite close to the floor as far as what the DSA is proposing. Yeah,
well, Mark, of course, what AOC, et cetera, would say, and company would say, is that, oh, but you're getting all this free stuff. So the cost of your monthly bills are going to go down. You're going to get health care covered, college covered, child care covered, the reparations for anyone who can prove that they deserve reparations. So you're getting all this free money in, Mark. So they're only going to tax Elon Musk and, Mark Zuckerberg.
Well, you and I both know that that's not the case. And the other part of that is that we have the last decade to look at, Laura. They said that health care was going to be cheaper. It's not. They said that actually higher education was going to be cheaper, and it's not. Each time the government gets involved, and let's be clear, that's what these Democrat socialists want. They want big government to make decisions because you said it best. They think they can spend your money, the taxpayers' money, better than the people that are actually earning it. And sadly, it is very, very troubling to see the path that we're on. And it's not just about changing a red shirt for a blue shirt. This is about changing who we are as a country. And it's time that we say enough is enough.
Adam, do you agree that this has been an underutilized attack against the Democrat socialists? And I know, again, the conventional wisdom is that, wait until after Labor Day. I disagree with the conventional wisdom. I think you have to hammer them every single day until November. Cannot wait. These consultants drive me nuts, okay? They fly around in private jets. They collect a huge amount of money. And I think they're lying to these Republican candidates. This is going to be a brutal cycle. Republicans might pull it out. We all hope they do. But they have got to hammer that they're coming for your money, your gas-powered car, your air conditioner, everything you love, your private health insurance, and they're going to take it from you. Period. End of story. I'm sorry I'm getting mad, but I mean, why am I guess I should be a consultant or something. I don't know. Go ahead, Adam.
And your taxes are going to go up quite significantly. If your just average taxpayer moves from the United States to your average European country, you're going to pay something like $12,000 more in taxes, and the DSA agenda is a whole lot more than that. If they can't pay for it with just tax increases on the rich. This requires broad-based taxes on everyone, and that's the way every other large social welfare state across Europe pays for it. They have 20% value-added taxes, which is like a sales tax. They have higher income taxes. The list goes on.
And then the wealth tax. And you did this in your piece. They got the wealth tax, you got the value-added tax, you get the high income tax. Mark, Jesse Waters really pressed El Sayed on this issue of reparations since Adam mentioned it. I want to play what he said. Watch.
We need to have an honest conversation about the incredible debt that was put upon black folks as a function of slavery that we have yet to pay. And I just think that's fair. Like if people are enslaved and forced into servitude, and then we don't actually have a conversation about all that was owed, that our own country agreed was owed, that shouldn't be a crazy thing.
Mark, like 28 trillion, according to Adam's Cato.
Well, I mean, and candidly, we can all say that slavery was an awful thing, but yet most of the people that are American citizens today really have slavery as something in the very distant past. And yet, when you look at 28 trillion in terms of making, actually helping them out of that situation, it would bankrupt the country. And you're right, there's not enough people that you could actually tax, millionaires and billionaires, to actually pay for all their wish list that they have. It is time that we say enough is enough. We're running out of other people's money. We're already 40 trillion in debt in terms of our national debt. It is time that we have some fiscal sanity. And quite frankly, these big government liberals are not going to put a check. They will put a blank check in front of the American people.
Well, look at what they did to Doge. They came after Elon Musk with everything they had. He wanted to make the government more efficient. He found ways to save money. They fought him every step of the way. Adam, just very quickly, do you agree that this is an effective argument? They're going to raise your taxes, your cost of living is going up, and they're taking away your choices. Yes or no?
Yes, your taxes are going up and your choices will go down. You'll get fewer products, goods, and services at a much higher cost with the government in between you and the provider.
Yeah, well, if you love scarcity and misery, definitely vote for the Democrat Socialists. I'll put it in a more succinct way. Mark, Adam, great to see both of you. Thank you.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.